Yo everybody, we're back again. We're back with another first impressions video. So I wanted to bring to you today a house that is kind of new. I mean, they're new to me for sure. They came out in 2020, I believe, and I don't think too many people know about them. You know, everybody likes to talk about the big brands. So I'm going to talk to you about a new house that came out recently. So go ahead and sit back. We'll go ahead and get into this first impressions and let's have some fun. Alright, so my name is Joshua, this is Sin Vibes. I appreciate you guys for coming by, checking out the channel. If you like fragrance reviews, first impressions, all that type of jazz, if you like perfumes, if you like smelling great, this is the channel for you. Stick on by, we'll go ahead and get into this. So this is a fragrance company by the name of Bastille. So I came upon this by another, person that loves fragrances, Alexandria Short. She was just getting rid of some of her samples, so I was like, let me grab those from you. So I got these, and it sounded interesting. This is a newer house. They're all about natural fragrances. It use 95% natural ingredients, 5% synthetics. Now I believe they tried to do 100%, but they couldn't because they had issues with staying power with the fragrances. And as fragrance lovers, we want a fragrance that lasts on skin. We don't want something that smells good but doesn't last no more than like an hour or two. So they had to add some synthetics to kind of, beef up those fragrances. Now, they consider their fragrances, at least all the ones I got in my sample pack here, to be unisex fragrances. Let me go ahead and show you guys what I got. And the cool thing, what they do, they send you a sample kit. Again, I got mine from somebody else, but when you get yours, you'll get a sample kit just like this. And they'll give you little tester strips. So that's what we're going to do today. Just because I got so many to test out, I'm going to test them all out today. So this might be a long video or it might be a short video. And honestly, I'm going to be as honest as I can. But I just hope, because I never heard of this brand before, and I never watched anybody's videos on this. I didn't want to read any reviews. So I don't know if any of these fragrances are good. I don't know if any of them are great. I don't know if any of them are bad. So we're about to find out. So we're gonna start with the first one to my right and to your let's try that again. To my right and to your left. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna try to pronounce these names. This is a French perfume house, and you guys can correct me if you would like. I really don't know French like that, other than bonjour. Au revoir. So this is Hors-Piste or Peste or Piste. I don't know. Again, you're gonna have to help me out on that one. And this is a green lettering. So my guess is this is gonna smell fresh. So, and probably slightly herbally, maybe. We're about to find out. Ooh, it smells good. Whoa, that's definitely herbally. That definitely has some herbal notes in it. Maybe some green, like a mandarin. This is very fresh, very citrusy. It's not as herbally, it's not as like it doesn't have that herbal undertones that it did when I first sprayed it. It's not as strong, but citruses are starting to come out. Something slightly sweet in here, which is, I believe, is probably still from those citruses. If I had to guess what the herbal note is, I'm gonna say basil. Might be wrong. This is very fresh. I like it. Not a love, but it kind of reminds me of the Tom Ford's. It's not the same fragrance, but it's in the ballpark as Mandarino di Amalfi. It's a little bit, a little similar to that. Maybe a little mint. Maybe not basil. Maybe it's mint that I'm smelling. All right, so I'm gonna move on. So I wish I actually pause. Okay, I'm back. So I wanted to grab a pen because I wanted to write down the fragrance that I have, because I want to test out their staying power. I'm gonna go ahead and write that down, one out of the way. And we're gonna go with 2. This is a purple, so we're gonna assume this might be a lavender based scent. So see that there. So this is Plein Lune. All right. Ooh, that's this is more feminine. The other one was definitely unisex. This one, no, this is not masculine at all. This is it has some sweet undertones to it. Because I don't really know the notes of these fragrances. I'm just kind of, you know, saying what I would get, what I'm getting. It's fresh also, still fresh. I would definitely say there's probably lavender in here. Some floral notes, specifically white florals. Something sweet in the base notes. I'm just not really picking up what it is. It's definitely fresh. It's definitely fresh, but it leans more feminine than the last one. So I'm gonna skip on and move on from this one. Smells great though. You can tell these definitely smell natural. Like this doesn't smell, it smells like something that you would definitely smell in nature. It doesn't smell like when you spray it. I was able to put my nose straight up to it if I remember correctly. And I didn't really pick up any alcohol. And the alcohol they use in their fragrances it's a natural alcohol too. This is settling down to be a little bit more unisex, but it's still kind of feminine to me. Okay, so we got our next one. So I'll go ahead and show you what we got. You'll see it first before me. I'll try to read off the name again. So this is Deux Trois. Oh my gosh, I'm butchering this. Soleil. All right, so I'll spray that on the paper. Whoa, no. I'm thinking it's iris that I'm smelling, but this smells like Play-Doh. That's unique. I mean, I don't know if I would want to smell like Play-Doh. This is like strong, super strong with the iris. I think that's what I'm smelling. I could be wrong. It's a different type of iris though. And I don't get much else. I don't know what I'm smelling. It's something smooth in here. Maybe a little bit of vanilla. This definitely smells like Play-Doh. It's not going away either. It smells fresh though. It still smells fresh, but I'm gonna say this is feminine, more feminine, but I could be wrong. It may need to dry down a little bit, and it could smell totally different on skin. You know, I should come back to some of these that I felt like were feminine in the beginning. And we got fragrance number 4. So this is DEMAIN PROMIS by Bastille. All right, see what we got. What we got here? Whoa, now this is nice. Ooh, I think I found my winner right here. Wow, I like this. I like this one. Actually, I love this one. Ooh, this is nice. This is nice. Mwah. This is. It smells like there's some spices in here. Maybe like it's fresh, but it has some depth to it. Maybe something spicy. I don't know what spice I'm picking up. Maybe a little cardamom, maybe. I don't know. Could be wrong. I might not even be picking up spices, but this smells really good, guys. This is definitely masculine, and you know, this is unisex. This is unisex, but I believe a man can definitely pull this one off. But we'll see how this one performs on skin. It's definitely fresh. But I believe the character that I'm getting on the top nose is some citruses again. Starting to settle down to like a woody, citrusy, maybe slightly spicy fragrance. And my mouth is starting to dry out. Take a sip of I'm being basic today. I got me some pumpkin spice. When you guys are watching this is in the fall. This is October, so my wife loves it. I decided to use it, so I got a little pumpkin spice latte going on. This is good though. All right, I see what you're working with now. You got a winner over me, and I might have to pick up a bottle. All right, so we got, what is this? DP. All right, last but not least, we'll find out if it's least. This is, I guess maybe their original creation. This is Bastille by Bastille. It's blue lettering, so I would hope it's definitely unisex for sure. Let's see what we got though. Sorry, I said Bastille. It was Bataille. See, that's why you gotta read. Bataille by Bastille. Oh, this is a little drier. Definitely woody. This is nice too. This is nice too. All right, so maybe a little bit of bitter orange, some bitter citrus note, like maybe like a peel of some type. Definitely a woody, like maybe sandalwood. Or cedarwood, maybe cedarwood. You know what this kind of reminds me of now that it's starting to settle in, because those citrus notes, and it's kind of a little sweet. It's not sweet fragrance by any means, but it's kind of reminding me of a sweet tart. I mean, I'm not, if anybody's ever smelled these fragrances before, just let me know, but something kind of like a candy sort of vibe, even though it's not super sweet. It just kind of gives me that, like, that tart undertone that some of those candies have. This is slightly green too. I'm not sure if I'm picking up a moss in here, like an oak moss or vetiver, but maybe that's in here. I could be wrong. All my note guesses, I could be totally wrong, and maybe I'll go ahead and include that. I'll include the notes on each of my first impressions for each fragrance that I smell. I'll put it right here. This is good too, but I think I need to smell it on my skin to be sure. It's not much of a, it's not a winner as much as the past one was, but it's not bad. This is kind of on the same, sort of on the same level as the first fragrance, and it's definitely unisex. But the other two that I smelled, those were more feminine. All right, let's reel it back a little bit and let me smell. I'm gonna spray it on skin now. See if they smell any different than they do on paper. So let's start with the first one, the ones that I liked. I'm not gonna spray the feminine ones on skin. I don't think I want to smell that on skin. However, I should see if that Play-Doh one smells as strongly of Play-Doh as it did on the paper. So maybe I will. So I'll spray one on arm, one on hand, one on arm, one on hand. We'll start with that. All right, let's go. So that was Hors-Piste or Piste, or however you pronounce it. Not bad. Not a love for me. Definitely natural. All these things have smelled natural. They don't smell super like synthetic, or they don't smell like super like they don't have a strong alcoholic smell to them at all. And one of the reasons why she, wanted to do something super natural smelling, like this is 95% naturals in these fragrances, it's because she wanted to, protect people's skin. When we spray fragrances on, we don't know totally what we're spraying on our skin. So, and that there's a fragrance chemical that are in some fragrances that can change your endocrines, I believe. So from what I was reading, I haven't had any issues. I've been wearing fragrances for years, but who knows, it could. But this is not bad, but it's not for me. All right, let's spray the Play-Doh one. That's Induce Trolls. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, changed a little bit on skin, but I'm still okay. This is different on skin. This is different on skin. Okay, there it is. See, that's why you gotta spray stuff on skin. Matter of fact, let me, before I move on, let me go back to the other one and see if it, yeah, basically the same. There's some notes that are a little bit stronger, but this is probably the dry down. All right, so off rip, this is still feminine to me. Doesn't smell overly Play-Doh-y. It smells more actually on the lipstick side of things. It's definitely better on skin than it is on paper. So we're gonna go ahead and go with this one. This was a love for me, and let's see if it's a love on skin. Yeah, I still like this. Yeah, I still like this. Super natural smelling. Definitely woody. Citrusy. This is a good one. This is a good one. I just don't know how it's gonna project, so we'll see. And last but not least, let's go with, let me see if that one actually smells the same as it does on paper. See, on paper it's dried down. It's very faint. It's very faint. That's kind of a, it's not a good sign. So you see I'm let down by that. The atomizers on their sample bottles are great though. You don't even really have to spray one spray on them. Yeah, that still gives me that same opening. Very citrusy, a tart citrus. Some maybe like a vanilla or something sweet in the base notes. But I like it again, but it's not a love. So this is a love for me. But I need to know how it's going to perform. So there might be I'm probably not going to review any other fragrance other than DEMAIN PROMIS. This one here. This will probably be the only one I will review. But I say these things are beast mode fragrances. I'm gonna say no, and I think that's they're gonna be their struggle with this house. It's going 95% naturals. I think they're gonna have some projection issues. All their fragrances are probably gonna sit close to skin. I've only sprayed one spray of each of these fragrances on skin, but in the air I'm not really smelling anything. I could be just a little fatigued because I've been, I've been smelling fragrances for the past 15 minutes maybe. Okay, this has been the House of Bastille Parfums. I could be pronouncing that wrong. I appreciate you guys for stopping by and watching this video. This is a house that is trying to do things right. And they've created some some good smelling perfumes. Not every one of them is up my alley, but they could be up your alley. So I hope my description kind of helped out in some way. If you want any other advice, I can try to I'll give you some in the comment sections below. All right, until next time, I hope you guys have a safe week. Enjoy yourselves, stay safe. And I pray for everybody that was affected by Hurricane Ian. It didn't really hit me terribly, and I was affected slightly, but not as bad as people that were on the western coast of Florida. My thoughts go out to you guys if you're watching this. I pray everything works out. All right, until next time, signing off.